You know how people are always making fun of influencers for saying so many people have been requesting this video? Well, today I am doing the polar opposite and filming a video that I don't think anyone has asked for, and I'm going to be taking you on a little tour of my island on Animal Crossing New Horizons. I pretty much just want to jump right into it, but really quick, I just want to say thank you for all of the positive feedback and support on my last video. If you missed it, I reviewed every single book I read in 2021. It'll be linked down below if you want to check it out. I was so nervous to post it since it's nothing I've ever done on my channel before, so I was really glad to see that you guys liked it, and I wanted to update and say that I'm probably going to be doing a reading recap every second month. So probably like in the first week of March, I'm going to do a video that's everything I read in January and February, and hopefully continue that throughout the year. Before we get into the island tour, if you like this video and you want to see more Animal Crossing or gaming content, give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment. That helps me out so much. And if you aren't already following me on social media, I'm at Sari Rihanna on Twitter and Instagram. But let's get started. So to kick things off, here is my island map. My island is called Bubblino, which is an inside joke between me and James. There's my dream address too if you want to visit. My island doesn't have a specific theme. When I was designing it, I just wanted it to look like a cute little town. And my island is not complete either. There are still areas that I want to decorate. There's some areas I want to redo now that I've been playing for so long. So there will be some unfinished areas that you will see. And as you can tell, I'm a big fan of hamster villagers. I've got pretty much all hamsters except for Judy, and then I have Stu, which is James's favorite villager. I don't know why I'm keeping him for him still, because he literally hasn't played since summer of 2020. And I also want to share my passport because, as you can see, my title is Teary-Eyed Influencer, which I think is just so perfect and so fitting. So first off, starting at my airport, my island flag is this really cute tricolor corgi design. I didn't make that, and I'm not sure who did. I think you can view all the custom designs on someone's island on their dream address though, right? So if you want any of the custom designs that I have, go to the design portal on my dream address. That's where you can find those. So this is what the entryway to my island looks like. It's pretty simple. It's probably one of the areas of my island that I want to redo soon, but got lots of pink flowers and just like some really mild terraforming. So going straight ahead from my entrance, first of all, to the right, I have a little bike and scooter rental area. I also have a warp pipe that goes back to the secret beach, and like a little free library here. So up this incline, this area is what I consider my downtown or like entertainment and shopping district. So I have a Bubloid here playing the street piano first of all, and I've got my Nook's Cranny and my Able Sisters and everything up here. Got like my DIY bench and my storage, and then just a little scenic viewing area. And then this is one of my favorite parts of my island. When you continue through here, I have my amusement park. I was really excited when the update came out in November because obviously we got all of these kind of new carnival items, and I liked this area before too. I basically just had a bigger section for my arcade over here, and with all these new additions I just made it a little bit smaller. But I've got a bunch of arcade games, and then this is like a little prize area for your arcade tickets, and then all of these rides in here. I also have like a little dumpster and garbage area behind the stores because I feel like that's really realistic. And then in this corner I have a diner, which is another area that I love. Got our cute little kitchen and bar area, and then some really cute like diner food items. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite builds and one of my favorite areas on my island. So let's go head back down this way. Also, yes, I did time travel specifically for this tour because I've had enough snow in real life. I'm sick of the snow in Animal Crossing too, and I also wanted all of my little flower bushes to be in season so you get the full effect. So this is the entrance to my resident services. Got like the waterfall behind the actual building, and then obviously lots of gold roses and green mums. And then in the front here, I have this giant rainbow flower field. And the flower field transitions into my farm area. So this corner of the island is where James has always had his house, but like I said, he hasn't played in forever. And I didn't know what to do with it for the longest time, but then when the update came out and we got all the crops, I needed an area to put them, so I flattened out this spot and I changed it into a farm. So this is all me. James had nothing to do with this. So this is the entryway, and this is a little overview. I really like these signs. Once again, I did not design these myself. I've got a little bunny creeping by the carrots here, and a scarecrow and a wheelbarrow. more storage. I really like how I designed the outside of James's house as well, and like the little mush wreath. I think this whole area just ties together so nicely. The bottom area of the farm is the one area that I think I might change up a little bit because I haven't put a ton of work into it, but I've got a little oat milk canister here. That is a design I did make. Wanted to make sure it was clear that we don't drink dairy milk on this island. And I've just got like a cozy little kind of bonfire area. Here's a better angle of the farm altogether. And then on the outside over here, I have kind of like a little junkyard area for the farm. I just wanted to put some like random equipment and things here. I'm gonna get this balloon really quick. You'll notice on my island, the beaches are pretty bare, and that is definitely one of the areas I want to work on decorating, like all the beaches in general. Personally, I really like islands where every square inch is covered and like decorated in some way. So the fact that my beaches are empty definitely bugs me. I really want to make like a cute like boardwalk, I don't know, like flea market, I guess. But anyways, when you continue past the farm here, then you will reach my fancy little pool slash resort club. I've got some lounge chairs and some refreshments. I also have my banking machine here because I didn't know where else to put it. And when you walk out here, I've kind of decorated this little rock area. Moving to the back corner of my island, first of all, to this side, I've got this crab. And then I also have this cute little beach cafe. This is one of the very first areas on my island that I ever decorated and actually kept. And I still think it is really cute. And I want to do something with this area too eventually. Maybe I'll put like an incline up to the lighthouse if I have room. I don't know. Like I said, still a work in progress. And then up here I have my campsite, which this is one of the only areas on my island that I tried to make feel a little bit more natural. Because in general, looking at my island and like my map, you can see everything is pretty structured. But this is what my campsite looks like. I've got a little table here where you can have your coffee and play board games. I've got a little clothes washing area, a little bonfire, and then we've got like some trees and ducks and stuff up on the cliffs. As you can tell from the sign, this way leads to my museum. So first of all, I've got the T-Rex fossils here on display because I'm very basic, but I really enjoy how that looks. And I also have a dig site up here. This is something that I saw on other people's islands and I definitely just wanted to copy. I thought it was such a fun idea. And I love that now you have like the permanent ladders you can place on the cliff sides because you can go in here really easily. Planning this area out and terraforming it was definitely difficult. And then my museum is right next to it. Pretty much every area of my island has like a specifically themed flower color. So museum is red, campsite was orange as you saw. And then coming this way, we have my maze. I wanted like a Shining style maze next to my house, but then I also have like a trophy in it, like in Goblet of Fire. So you know, it's like a good mixture of like The Shining and Harry Potter together. And then on my secret beach, I have just like a romantic little picnic area. And once again, my warp pipe is hidden back here. You can't actually see it, but that goes back up by my entertainment area. So I'm not actually going to show you my house yet. I'm actually going to go back to kind of where we started off. So I want my house to be the last part of the tour, and I also want you to see like the proper entryway to my house first and not come at it from the side. Okay, so we're back at the entryway now. We're going to take a left instead, and this takes you to my library area. And then down in front here, I have 4 of my rocks. I didn't plan this at all. This is just where they naturally spawned because so much of my island is covered in other items. Got another blank beach here, and then this area leads into my residential neighborhood. Let me tell you, designing this area of my island was such a pain. James and I spent so much time planning this out. We literally got out like graphing paper and like marked it down like square by square to make sure that everything would fit and all of the houses would have like the same size yard. And once I had everything laid out and all the houses in the right spot, I went to build a bridge in this spot right here, and there wasn't enough room for it because the corner of it goes too close to Apple's house there. And literally it's been like a year and a half and I'm still mad about it. This is what my residential area looks like. All of my villagers have their own little yard and house and flowers. In front of their houses, I have a little picnic and barbecue area for my villagers, and I have a little place to wash off your feet after you've been on the beach. And just a little decorated beach area for my villagers with chairs and a sandcastle and a lifeguard chair. And then I have this fishing sign, which points to my pier, which I've just got a few simple decorations on here as well. So at the end of this block, I have my dog park. I had this in a different area before, but it was kind of like a weird shape and I was just never totally happy with how it looked. So I ended up moving it over here and I really like how it turned out. This one dog is a little bit sus. And then we've got Stu's house and Melba's house. This was Graham's house and he's like a nerdy hamster, so I haven't changed the items in the yard. I just realized, thinking of ordering his amiibo card on eBay because they're really cheap now and I miss him. But this is my graveyard over here for all of the ugly villagers we have kicked out. Rodney's house, Flurry's house. Flurry is actually my favorite villager. And then this is my apiary. So I've got a bunch of the beekeeping houses and some bee statues here. I actually Googled like what types of flowers attract bees in real life. And apparently cosmos are a good flower to plant if you want to attract bees. So I decided to plant cosmos in my game as well. This is Judy's house, which is very fancy. We've got Ham-Free, Soleil, and Cookie here. And then at the bottom, I have a soccer field. And I have an orange on my refreshments table since it's like a classic soccer game food to have orange slices. But let's head back over this way. So on the back left corner of my island, I have an area that is a work in progress. I've literally been working on this area of my island for like a full year now. I really wanted an area where I could use all of the ice or frozen furniture. So I wanted to make this little like high-end frozen restaurant. And I've just never been fully satisfied with it. So I've been like changing it here and there literally for like an entire year now. And I don't know, I've made some changes recently that have made me happier with it, but it's just always missing something and I don't know what to do. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. So this is the entryway. We have the little host stand up here. And then like I said, I've got all of the frozen ice furniture. I've got a bar area and like a little kitchen area started back here. And then on the rocks, I have a stage, which I tried to incorporate as many ice themed items as I possibly could, since obviously it's not winter year round, it doesn't have that aesthetic all the time. But I don't know how I feel about it. Might get rid of those panels. I don't know if I should like scrap this idea or if I should move it to a different place on my island, or if I should just keep working on it and try to finish it. If you have any suggestions for me, let me know. And then I have more rainbow flower fields back here just to kind of fill up the space. You can see there's rainbow flowers on the other side too. So if you go up here, this takes you up to my orchard. This is another area that I think I want to redo and rebuild because it takes up so much space on the map and it's not an area I use at all. Like I never ever come pick the fruit up here anymore. But I've got all 5 of the fruits. Pears are my island's native fruit. I've got like a little crescent moon chair back here and little gardens on each side with like a little sitting area. I think I might work on making the front part of this cliff an orchard, like a really small orchard with just a few lines of each tree, and then do something more interesting with the back here. Like maybe do like a little rock garden where I'll like strategically place all of my rocks and use some of the cool new items like the runes and like the vines and stuff. Let's go back through my residential area. This connects back with this bridge, which takes you up to like my shops and everything. So if you go back over this bridge and head straight, then there are a few different areas over here. First of all, this is just kind of my flower dump for like extra flowers that I'm not ready to get rid of yet because I do want to use some of these in my rebuilds. And I have got a pond. And then this entrance here takes you to my Zen garden. Once again, I literally never ever go through this area. Like fossils don't even really appear here because it's so crowded. So I almost never come through here, but overall I like the design of it. And then when you jump over here, this is my pumpkin patch. I was born in October, so I felt like it was a necessity to have a year-round pumpkin patch. And obviously I built this back in like October of 2020 before we got all the other crops, so it doesn't make as much sense now, but I love it too much to tear it all down. Maybe at some point I'll make this like a little bit more just autumn themed instead of straight up Halloween. And just to make sure I'm showing every inch of my island, this leads back to the campsite. So when you come back through the Zen garden, this takes you to the entryway of my house. So this is another area that I'm going to work on rebuilding, but so far this is what I've done. This was all cliff before, and then when these castle walls and castle items came up for the update, I was like, okay, I have to use these. And I really love this view and the way you can see all the hanging flowers from the pergola through the arch of like the castle door. But I've got like vines and a ton of pink flowers around my house. I think I'm going to end up making this a little smaller or something and like bringing it in because I love how the pergolas look. Coming up here, this is what my house looks like. Once again, very pink. What bugs me though is the castle walls. I started putting them at the back there and they don't line up properly. Like you can see on the right side, it's not totally even. So that drives me a little crazy. I need to kind of revisit that. Before I added the castle walls, these like cliff walls with the pink hyacinths on them just went all the way around. But I think I've shown you everything else on my island now. So let's go ahead and go into my house. This is my main room. My living room. I wanted it to look very eclectic and it's very much like my style in real life, you know, like the color themes and everything. But I've got a ton of wall art. That was one of the things I really wanted to cover pretty much every inch of the walls. Oh, someone wants to visit me. I hate this. It's cute like the first time, but then it just gets so annoying. I want lots of plants and like botanical accents and lots of art. Yes, please leave. Please see yourself out. So on the back of the house, I have my washroom. My washroom, my living room, and my kitchen all kind of go together more or less. And then it's the other rooms where things go a little bit crazy. But this is my washroom. I'm not gonna lie, I like straight up copied this design from an island tour I saw way back when. I changed it up a little bit, but like this kind of shower layout and also like the laundry machine with the basket on it, I totally copied. To the right, we have my kitchen. Very classic Animal Crossing kitchen with the cafe curtain walls and all the ironwood furniture. It's another room that I am just absolutely in love with how it turned out. The only things I've changed on this in a while is like the light fixture, obviously. Cute little bag of groceries. So moving over to the left room of my house. So this room is what I consider my formal dining room. After I played the first Turkey Day, I really wanted to utilize all of the Turkey Day items. So that is why this room exists, just to create a purpose for all of those items. I've got the mantle. This cake, a lot of people ask me about. It's one of the wedding day items, just customized to be like a carrot cake. Oh, and this is like a wedding wallpaper too, but I've got like pumpkin pie and this cornucopia and some kind of little casserole and stuff. Upstairs, this room, it's a little bit unhinged. I was gonna end the tour with this, but I don't really want that to be the last thing you see. And finally, we have the basement. And my basement is a little movie theater. We've got the Godzilla in the corner here and popcorn machine. I know there are some cute items in the updates, like a little like movie concession stand, I think, and like a little popcorn tray and stuff that I still need to get for this area. And I've got the massage chairs to sit back and watch the movie in because I felt like they looked like the VIP theater seats. I've got the lights along the side. This is what it looks like with the lights off. And then on the wall, I just have 4 TV screens. I need to find like a design code for like the movie theater screens because I know some people have made those, but yeah. That is my entire house and my entire island. That wraps up this video, I guess. That is Bubblino. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Animal Crossing is something that has just brought me like so much joy and comfort over the past couple years, and I've put like nearly 600 hours into this game at this point, so it's just something I wanted to share. And I spent like $300 on the capture card to be able to record gaming footage at one point, so it's time I finally put it to use. Give this video a thumbs up if you're interested in seeing more Animal Crossing or gaming content in the future. I would definitely consider making videos, you know, redoing some of the areas of my island, or maybe just playing Happy Home Paradise. I finally just got the DLC about like a month ago. I didn't want to get it right when it came out since it was like right in the thick of our move, and I knew I could just spend hours and hours playing it mindlessly and like waste so much time, but I love it so much. It is so much fun. If you're someone who has been like really burnt out on Animal Crossing and you want to get back into it, I would highly recommend paying for it. It just adds so much more fun gameplay onto Animal Crossing. But like I said, give this video a thumbs up. Go follow me on social media. I'm at Sari Rihanna on Twitter and Instagram. Subscribe down below if you are new, but I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye guys.